Welcome back to another episode of In My Dreams, you guys. And today, you guys, we're just keeping it real. Today's episode is called Keeping It Real, you guys. We're keeping it real today. And today we're going to talk about what it's like to live in a place like Pattaya, Thailand. To live in a place like this, you're going to have to make some mistakes to learn how to live comfortably here. That's for sure. You're going to make mistakes. For the guys that haven't been here before or haven't lived outside of the country before, it's not going to be perfect, all said and done for you. You're going to make some mistakes and you're going to learn from them, because that's just how it is. That's how life works, especially in a hot spot like Pattaya, Thailand, or Phuket, or somewhere else down south where the girls are hanging out at, or even up in Bangkok, you guys, where the hot spots are. Every day here in Thailand is an opportunity to change your life. Or it could just be one bad decision away from ruining it. Just living in a place like this, you guys, I hear stories all the time. I'm sure some of you guys see the stories on Reddit. I'm actually here and I actually see the stuff that's going on. It's kind of hard not to see it when you live in a place like this. There's so many different things happening at once in this place. Even though that I'm one of those guys that don't go out to the bars and don't hang out and go drink and do the partying thing, binge partying over and over and over again, you can still see it. And even though that I stay away from those places, you know, it can still come by you or come towards you. A temptation can come around. So I'm just keeping it real for you guys on this episode. I don't know how some of you guys screw up so bad because I mean, some of the things that happen here are just bright as day, and you're open in your face, and you'll still make the wrong mistake. You say, oh, obviously you shouldn't do this, but you still go and do it. I don't know how some of you guys do that. It could be lack of experience, you know, for some of you guys that have never lived in a place like this. A lot of people that come from smaller towns all over the world, you know, that come to a place like this and have absolutely no clue how to handle this or deal with something like this, or even just survive one day in a place like this. I mean, I can understand it's a culture shock for some people for sure. It's really, for me, the reason why I'm asking that question is how do some of you guys make these mistakes like this? I mean, I can understand if I was, you know, still in my 20s, young 20s, just coming out of my hometown. I did all the party stuff, you know, as a teenager, you know, so I saw I saw all that stuff early. From 16 to 20, yeah, I saw it. I saw some real things. Things that I still don't see, like, to these days, you know? So basically, from my younger 20s, I completely understand. If I would come to a place like this in my younger 20s, I was a blue collar, had lots of energy. Yeah, blue collar guy, you know, I worked, I drank. I also, you know, would do my hobbies on the side, which was a little bit of skateboarding and music. But yeah, me coming out here like that as a, you know, a wild 20-year-old with lots of energy, oh yeah, I would have made some mistakes here because I didn't know any of these things yet. Like my street smarts. I had some street smarts, but not enough to survive in a place like this. My temper, I had a very bad temper in my 20s, that too, so that wouldn't have worked out. I was also an alcoholic in my 20s. I didn't really have a lot of care for even myself in my 20s. Like, I didn't care about a lot of things in my 20s. So yeah, I can understand now. Me coming here in my 20s would have been very, very bad mistake, probably. I probably would have ended up, I don't know, just fucking up, spending all my money and then going home. Probably, that's probably what would happen. You have to have bad experiences to learn in a place like this, but you're just gonna learn from them, and that's that, pretty much. When you come out here, don't expect everything to be perfect. It's not going to be. You're gonna learn from the small, gradual mistakes, you know, and hopefully that you have some street smarts from before you come out here. That's the reason why I learned how to navigate in a place like this, because I made a lot of mistakes in my 20s. You know, I'm 36 years old now. I've lived all over the United States, as I was telling some of you guys. I've lived in Denver, Colorado. I'm from Florida. I lived in Miami and Florida and Orlando. And then I was born and raised up north in Philadelphia. So I've learned so much stuff from just in the cities that I've been in and the way that I moved around, you know, in my younger 20s. And then once I moved outside of Florida over to here, it was just a transition for me. You know, my transition was moving from Miami, which is a party city, you know, full of beautiful girls. I've made mistakes there. I've got hurt in Miami, but I survived. And now I live in Thailand. So it's just like, it's the same thing. It really is. It's basically the same thing. It's just completely different country, completely different culture, completely different way of life. For the better, that's for sure. It's way better, I can tell you that much. The hustle, the grind, and seeing all of that, you know, and the girls, and the food, all that is basically very, very familiar for me coming from Florida. So when I came here, you guys, it was just another day on the beach for me, pretty much. And I'm sober out here, you know, so I don't really have too many distractions, except for the girlfriends. The girlfriends, they cause so many distractions. Even they're not even trying to do it, you know. The girls here are sweethearts, you guys. They're sweethearts. They're beautiful. You just have to be careful with ones that you mess with, you know. But the girls here are sweethearts. Some of the girls just want to help. They just want to be around. They just want to add into your day. And of course, you know, they want you to be a part of their day too. That's what that's about. It's not like they're out to, you know, to get you or anything. That has nothing to do with that. Some of these girls are just sweethearts, and their boundaries are different than Western women. So some Western women wouldn't just cross a lot of boundaries unless they were doing it on purpose. Thai girls will just cross boundaries because it's part of their lifestyle, and they're just willing to do more for you. They're willing to do more, and they can see that, they see the benefits from things. They say, oh, if they think about, oh, if I do this, this is gonna be good. And Thai girls will just go and do it, and then without even asking you, or without even like leaving any type of sign that they're gonna do something. So that could cause some confusion and some just miscommunication, which can also start a small argument, but then it always, the thing about Thai women is that even when they figure out that they're wrong, they'll go and think about it, and then they'll come back and be like, oh yeah. They'll either say it or they'll show an action, you know, that they were wrong, or they'll make it up to you some way, somehow, you know. The argument might not be like, you know, oh, like you're wrong, or oh, I was wrong. It's not gonna be that way. They're gonna sit and think about it and then come back and show it to you that, oh, I'm sorry, these are my actions were wrong. It's completely different in the Western world. The Western world is completely different. It's a lot of defense and a lot of rejection and a lot of, oh, no, I didn't do this, blah, 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 it's your fault. So we're just not gonna go there. We're not gonna go too far on that. Now, as I was saying, you guys, that if I didn't have experiences from my past life and coming to a place like this, oh yeah, I would have had a lot of problems, especially living in a place like Thailand with a pocket full of money and absolutely no street smarts. I feel bad for some of the guys that come here thinking that they're just gonna have a great time, not knowing that everything is set up for you to either make a mistake, either to spend too much money, or to think you're getting more than what you're gonna get. That's for the people that just have absolutely no street smarts, or just never been to a place like this before. You know, that's unfortunate, but it's not on purpose. They're not like trying to scam you. It's not a scam. It's just part of Thailand. It's so beautiful here. If you make the correct decisions, you know, here, it's gonna take you much farther on. Making mistakes here, man, it's just a fucking headache. It's a headache. It can cause a lot of problems, a lot of issues, because the way that things happen here in Thailand, one thing goes wrong, that probably messes up another thing, and then you have to wait a whole day. To get things done here, sometimes you have to do it specifically on that day to get it done. If not, you're gonna have to wait another day or another week just to get it done. That's pretty much it. I just made this episode to keeping it real, you guys. We'll talk a little bit more about the, I guess the lifestyle and the girls here coming up. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video real quick for you guys. just keeping it real in Thailand, you guys. Thanks for coming back to another episode of In My Dreams. It's a place where I'm living mine, and I'm going to teach you guys how to live yours too, because that's what life is about. And I'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace.